So today's video is going to be a little bit different, but I mean different's good, right? It's talking about a couple conspiracy theories that I actually believe in. Well, some of them I believe in. I think like one of them I actually don't believe in that much. But let's just get into the video. Okay, so the first conspiracy theory is chemtrails, and I'm sure you all have heard of chemtrails, but what they are is like, you know how when you look at the sky and you see like lines, like a jet or a plane just passed by and they left like a line of like smoke or something? What this theory says is that those lines aren't like actually from airplanes, but it's that the airplanes are like releasing harmful chemicals into the atmosphere to like mess with our minds. Some say that the chemtrails are for psychological manipulation, population control, weather modification, and biological/chemical warfare. The like proof behind this is that if it was like actual jet smoke, it would dissipate much quicker, but since it doesn't dissipate that quickly, it has to have like an extra additive substance to it because it just like stays there forever. And like it's crazy because I feel like I can't go one day without looking at the sky and seeing this in the sky. I just feel like the second conspiracy theory is that Kanye was reprogrammed. So I guess you have all heard that Kanye went into not rehab, but like a psychological hold or something. Like he was sent into hospital or some shit like that. So a lot of people are saying this because first during a concert he said, if I would have voted, I would have voted on Trump. And then he said, I wanted to say that before the election, but they told me, whatever you do, don't say that out loud. So who's they? Why are they telling him what he can and he can't say? I know like Trump isn't obviously the favorite candidate, but like why can't he say that out loud, huh? And then a lot of people think that the they is like the Illuminati, aka like Beyonce and Jay-Z, because everybody knows that Beyonce and Jay-Z are like the leaders of the Illuminati. Many people think that he was reprogrammed after outing Beyonce and Jay-Z. They say this because during another concert, or maybe the same concert, I don't know, he said, I am putting my career, my life, my public was standing at risk when I talk to y'all like this. And he said, Beyonce, I was hurt because I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me, over Hotline Bling. And then he said, Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Talk to me like a man. It's kind of suspicious that first he like outs them. He says that they told him not to vote on Trump or not to say it out loud. And then all of a sudden he goes into rehab. Like, yeah, he might be like or seem like a little bit crazy, but he's not that crazy. Like, he's just saying his personal opinion. That's not enough for him to go into like rehab, or like not rehab, but like psychological whatever. And more proof on this is that, you know how like Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes, Michael Jackson all had like mental breakdowns or like were sent to like a psychological facility. Okay, so he was sent to the same facility that they were sent to. And a lot of people think that they were reprogrammed because they kind of like went crazy, or like they were like glitching, and then like they were sent there and it came out like good. Ronald Reagan UCLA Center for Psychiatric Evaluation, that's the same place where MK Ultra was held or done. Theory number 3 is subliminal advertising, and like I know it's no secret that subliminal advertising is used, like Disney pumping, or Disney World or Disneyland pumping specific scents into the air so that to get you to buy, you know, certain foods or whatever. But like this is more like I don't have really any like exact proof of this, but certain companies advertise, or like there's used to like control your mind or like get you to do certain things. And a subliminal message could be inaudible, like you can't hear it, or like to the conscious mind, so you might not perceive it, but to the unconscious mind, it's like the unconscious mind like perceives everything. You just don't have access to it. Some of the examples of this is, I'm gonna put out pictures on the screen of these advertisements. The first one is a Coke, like this Coke commercial or bottle, and as you can see, it looks like a lady laying on the side. She's like kind of like naked, or I don't know. I feel like this one is important because our minds are driven by like sex and like love and things like that. Like this whatever hierarchy of needs. So sex is one of them. So I feel like if someone that subconsciously sees that naked or that female body, they're like, oh, coke will get me laid or some shit like that. And I know it sounds stupid, but like this is literally like psychology here. The second one is the FedEx sign or symbol or whatever. It looks like FedEx, and then you see like an arrow in the actual like letters, but that to subconscious mind means like we will get your package there faster, or like we'll get your package there. Like it's an arrow, so it's like pointing somewhere, like you're getting your package somewhere. And the third one is goodwill, and this one was really interesting because I had never noticed this, and you might have noticed this. So the G, if you look at it, it looks like half a face, like like an eye and the smiley face. And then if you look at like the logo, it's like the G is a face, but I had never noticed that the G was a face. But there's so much more subliminal advertising out there. I'm just not going to list them all because there's so many, but you can go ahead and just like search subliminal messages in advertising, and you find like a whole list of a bunch. And the fourth, and my absolute favorite conspiracy theory out of all of these, is the moon landing is fake. So people think that the United States faked the moon landing because of like the space race, which is basically between the Soviet Union and the United States. And the Soviet Union was much more ahead of the United States in the space race. So the United States decided to fake it because, you know, they wanted to win, of course, and because they didn't think that they could get a human up into space successfully. Plus, it seemed like a safer option to fake it than to actually like try to send someone into space and then like kill people. To make it even more interesting, many theorists believe that Area 51 isn't like held with like aliens and shit like that. That instead it's like they have this set of like the moon on there, so that's why it's so restricted, because like they have like the actual set that they use to fake the landing. I'm like, interesting. And a couple of evidence that they have for this is, first evidence is that the flag that you see in like every video of like the astronaut putting the flag on the moon, you see the flag waving. And like at first I never even thought about this. This never crossed my mind. I was just like, whatever. But then when you think about it, there's no atmosphere on the moon. There's no wind on the moon. So why is the flag flapping like that? Like as if there was wind. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it, but you tell me. It looks like there's a windy day in Nevada or wherever Area 51 is. Second piece of evidence is that there is no landing crater. So you see all the pictures, and all the pictures they should see a crater created by the blast upon landing, but instead it just looks like the lunar module was just placed there. It looks like literally like they just put it on there, or like they built it on set, and that's it. Like you don't see it covered by lunar dust. You don't see an impact crater, you don't see anything. And this one is the one that fucks me up the most. This piece of evidence fucks me up the most. And it's that on the moon there's only one light source, of course, because there's not like, it's not like a city up in there. The only light source is the sun, right? So if you have one light source, then there should only be shadows facing in one direction. So all the shadows need to be parallel. But when you see the pictures, you see like perpendicular shadows, one shadow going in this direction, one shadow going in that direction, like if there's more than one light source. So a lot of theorists are saying that it looks like there was multiple lights to like get these pictures or get these shots. It looks like there might have been another source of lighting, perhaps satellites. This fourth piece of evidence is just like this is like what proved it. This was like what made me think that this was fake. And this is a picture that they took of a rock, a lunar rock, and it was titled C. Like on the rock you can clearly see the letter C on there. Like it looks like a set decorator just kind of like forgot to like turn it around, and they were just like, oh look, this is where the C rock goes, and they put the C rock there. And like it's not like someone, like how do they get the shape of a C there? Like it's not like a squiggly line or anything, it's like a clear C. So it looks like they clearly faked the set. That's it. Those are these conspiracy theories. I hope you guys enjoyed this conspiracy theory. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. It's going to be down below and at the end of this video. Bye!